Okay, I was debating on not talking about this shirt just because I made a huge mistake whenever I listed this one. What's up, guys? I'm Sean,
And I'm Randy.
and we are Taylor Exchange. So as you guys know, I buy and sell clothes on eBay for a living. This is Randy. She is my part-time employee. She's a tremendous help, one of the best assets to any business. And I'm going to show you just how powerful it is to have a team member, to have somebody help you pick items, because this is a what sold video. So we're going to go over some items that I sold yesterday on eBay. Randy, how many items did I sell yesterday?
27.
27 items for how much money?
$650.
650 bucks. So let's start pulling them. Pretty much how this works is Randy just calls them out, and then I just go grab every single one of them. It's super fast because I don't have to check a phone or a tablet to like find the SKU. She just calls it out. So we're going to show you a little bit of how this is done.
106.43.
106.43. And as you guys know, the SKUs are in ascending order. So 106, if you guys look, this is at the like low thousands. And you said what?
106.43.
106.43. Okay. 106.43.
118.22.
118.22.
136.01.
136.01. So even though Randy is calling out the numbers, I have to repeat the number in my head because with 5 digits, sometimes I get them like turned around, and that's the worst thing if you send the wrong item to somebody. So I always just play it back. That's just something I kind of do.
186.92.
186.92. Okay, so we're on the other side. So we just scooch on over, and Randy can pretty much just stay here because she can just call it out, but I'm going to move you guys a little bit closer.
186.92.
186.92. 186.92. 186.92. Okay. So if you guys can see over here, we have one rack that is pretty much completely empty. And the reason being is we're actually in the process of condensing down our inventory. Now, Randy and I usually just knock this out in one shift, but it can take like, what, 4.5 hours to do the entire warehouse. So I decided to break it up a little bit just because, you know, she only works 10 to 12 hours a week, and I really needed her to focus on like photos. But I like to have her help me with shipping. And then when it comes to condensing them down, sometimes I'll do like one section by myself, and then I'll have her come in, and for like 2 hours, we'll just condense the rack. So we're going to finish this up probably like next week or maybe later today. I'm not really sure just yet. And yeah, that's why you see like a super empty one. But if you guys, when we turn around, you'll see that I have more of my inventory here. But it's something I have to do usually once every like 2 months just to kind of keep everything under control in this warehouse.
204.28.
204.28. Can you see the price on this one? So this item right here, this is a mizzen and main quarter zip. We sold it for about $19 plus $8.99 shipping. It's like that powder blue quarter zip. You could probably get a little bit more money for this, but I'm pretty aggressive on like selling inventory very quickly because I'll find a lot of these mizzen and mains out there in the wild whenever I'm sourcing. But yeah, this is a pretty good sale. So coming back, this is a foot joist, so similar to the mizzen and main. This is going to be like a golf style pullover. It's usually lightweight. The material feels better. This one went for about 20 bucks plus $8.99 shipping. So right there, kind of at that $30 mark. This one though is more of a Henley, not quite a quarter zip, but still a pretty good piece. And like I said before, very aggressive when it comes to the golf stuff because I do source like the Dallas area, and there are tons of golfers all over, and they usually have really nice clothing. So even if there are some type of golf embroideries on it, or like even some company embroideries, as long as it's not too like ridiculous or too big, then you can go ahead and get away with buying it and still selling it. So this one right here, this was a really good sale. How much was the Tommy Bahama shorts? $19.99. Yeah. So this is a Tommy Bahama, but it has the elastic waist for the shorts. I've talked about this before, but now that spring and summer is coming much closer upon us, these are going to be good ones to look out for, and they're super obvious in the thrift store. However, there's some like, I think Puritan, it's a much cheaper brand, has the same similar elastic waist to it. But if you find the Tommy Bahamas, this one, it was a bigger size, but it went for 20 plus shipping. So you can typically find this for like $5 or less. And yeah, now it's time to start picking up shorts because I sell quite a bit of summer wear, mainly because I don't know if there's like more of it in the thrift store, or if thrift stores, whenever it gets colder, there's more people that like need the warmth, so they go to thrift stores. But when it comes to summer and spring, I feel like people, you know, that don't necessarily need clothes just donate all their stuff and then buy new stuff. And then people that like, you know, like can't afford to buy stuff, they don't really go to the thrift store because they're just wear like their regular stuff. So I don't know, that may be like a crazy theory of why there's more summer wear than like winter wear, but That's kind of what I've noticed through the years thrifting. Okay, I was debating on not talking about this shirt just because I made a huge mistake whenever I listed this one. This is a vintage print on. I got it from my wife's grandpa. His closet, he had passed away, so we were going through all his stuff. And it had, a little bit of stains on it, but it had the rainbow print on the front. And I listed it $39.99 plus shipping, but I needed to remember from like a video I showed you guys, I sold one with more stains on it for more money. So I listed it $39.99. It sold instantly. That means a buyer had it saved. So if it's under a certain amount, it's saved on his computer, and then it either instant buys or he just sees the alert and he buys it. So he snapped on it and bought it. I didn't have any money into it, but I probably could have listed this for like maybe 80 or 90 bucks. It was a huge miss. I'm happy with the sale, but sometimes you just go a little quick. And it had a custom like screen print like on it. So that was kind of something that I thought would like lower the value, but it was from 1985. So it was definitely a missed opportunity on that one. But still happy with the sale. Just, if when in doubt, just list it a lot higher or list it at what you're okay getting. But it was totally like a punch in the gut whenever the guy like instantly bought it. But I am going to ship it to him. I'm not going to cancel it or anything like that. It's just kind of like another reminder of like, dude, learn from your mistakes, like get the most money out of these items. All right, guys, so we're back in my office. This is where Randy does photos, but I set this sweet little thing up. This used to be part of my other photo section. It was actually like the scraps that I cut off. It's basically just a rug you would get from Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. Anyway, what I'm doing with this though is I'm setting up like a shoe photo station. So I've noticed, I sell a lot of clothes, a lot of low dollar stuff, but shoes, there's tons of profit in it. The problem is storing a lot of shoes. So one way to combat the difficulty of storing so many is to sell them quickly. So these are a pair of Hokas. These are the Bondi 8s, and they're a men's 13D. They're a little dirty. I didn't even clean them from the thrift store. I listed them. I think I listed them at about $80, and I ended up selling them for $35 plus shipping, and they sold in 2 days. So I paid, I think, $10 for these, and then they sold, in 2 days. So I'm going to make a quick profit on that. But if I were to do the photos, you just set them up. You get the shoe horns. You make sure you get the tag size, the bottom of the shoes. And look, it even says 1981, but it was half off day. So I paid $10, and I just left it on there. I just took a photo of the price. So the customer knows what they're getting. They're not surprised by anything. And you can see there's tread wear on these shoes as well. So you're not going to get the full price for this because they're not perfect condition, but they still sold quickly, and I'm going to make a profit. The last pair of shoes that I sold today was a pair of Allen Edmonds. Allen Edmonds is notorious for like their dress shoes being really good. These are more casual wear. These are the Holden models, and these are tremendous. They're in really good condition. I don't know if the price is on these. It may have had like a tag on it. So yeah, no price on these, but they ended up selling for $48 plus my $8.99 shipping. And once again, I listed these the same day I listed the Hoka. So 2 to 3 days listed, sold. Now I had these probably at like, I think $60 plus shipping. So $48 was a really solid offer, and I decided to accept it. So that's one thing I'm going to add into this new year. I'm going to start adding a little bit of shoes, and I may go for some hard goods, but typically when I'm at the thrift store, especially when I'm 2 hours away from home, I'm focused on the clothes because that's what I know. But I'm gonna dip my toes in the shoe racks every now and then come garage sale season, we're gonna hit up some garage sales too. But speaking of the Dallas trip, I'm actually gonna show you some of the stuff that I sourced yesterday from my Dallas trip. I got all the items that I sourced yesterday. Most of the time I take the duplicates out so it's not so confusing, but I just stacked them up here. So I'm going to kind of speed run through this, just get an idea of some of these brands. You've definitely heard of plenty of these because you've seen them out in the thrift store, but I'm only going for ones that I know sell for like a decent amount of money and sell quickly. I do have 3 pairs of shoes I can't wait to show off. That'll be at the end, but let's just start knocking these out. We got Cool, just a pair of like chino, like hiking shorts here. We got 511 Tactical. This is the snap one, and with this is you want to go for the heavier weight ones. The lightweight ones sell, but these heavyweight ones sell a lot more and a little bit better than the lightweight ones. I did go with 2 Travis Matthews. I paid $5 on them, but they're the geometric prints. They're a size small, but I'm still a little bullish with geometric print golf polos. We have Roosevelt, or RSVLTS. This is an all-over pineapple print. I paid up on this one too. However, these shirts can sell for like 40 to 50 bucks. If it has cool characters or something like pop culture, like iconic, it'll sell for even more money. But love finding Roosevelt. Don't find it very often either. I got another pair of Cool. This is a pair of Cool pants. If I've seen the videos before, usually it has the model inside like the pant here, but some of them like this do not have it whatsoever. So it's a little harder to look up the model. You got to go through like the cool website and like the RN numbers to try to find it. Sometimes I bother with it, sometimes I don't. I usually just list them for about 40 bucks plus shipping and see what happens with the offers and, if anyone wants to buy them. Outdoor research. Now, this is typically on the same line, I would say, as Cool. I don't find it as often, but it definitely sells really well. The same guy must have donated a bunch of his shorts and pants because here's another pair of Cool, and it's all like the same size. They were 34-30s. It's not the best size out there, but it still is a decent enough size. Here's a brand. It's called the Normal brand, which is crazy. It has like this bear and just a quarter zip, but this will sell for like 25 bucks. We got another pair of jeans here. This is Mugsy. Mugsy jeans are pretty good. I paid up on these at 15, but they're the squid inks. I'm expecting to make like maybe 15 bucks profit. They should go for like 35 to 40 plus shipping, I hope. Then I found this Under Armour. Now, I don't buy as much Under Armour as I used to in the past, but this is new with tags and it's a 3XL. If it's a 3XL and it was like used, I would pay like $3 for it. But new with tags, and it's got even, this is a kind of special for Under Armour. This is like the Hooks one. Not special like it's super valuable, but the Hooks one is like the fishing one. So, it's a little different. You want to put fishing whenever you list this one. But I paid $7 for the new with tags. I still think it's going to sell pretty quick. Another new with tags item, and this was right off the new rack. If you're in the thrift store and the new racks come, you rush over to them and see if you can find some, because that's where the best stuff's going to be at. The fresh inventory. This is Masters Tech Polo. It has $79 for like a new price tag. This is an XL. It's blue. It's got the Masters little logo on it. Can't really go wrong with that kind of stuff, but typically I'm looking for like slightly better brands. But that one's still going to do fine. New with tags kind of changes how you pick the brands, in my opinion. I went with this Ralph Lauren. This is just like a cool, interesting plaid. If I get like a color way that I don't see very often, then I'll pick it up, especially if it has like the flesh pony logo on it. So at $6, I was cool with that. Here's the Ralph Lauren. This is a 3XB though, so I'm always picking up the big and tall Ralph Laurens. Then we got 3 pairs of pants here. These are Prana. They're size 34-30. And this is from a different store than the Cool guy, but Prana is like a tier lower than Cool. But these pants were all in really good condition, and they are slim, but I think a lot of Prana has like slim sizes. I picked up all 3 at $6 a piece. We got 20X. Now 20X isn't the best Wrangler line, but this one is snap, and it's got like this bigger paisley, really kind of loud color. So things like that are definitely desirable for people that are going to like the dance clubs and line dancing, cowboy bars, things like that. We have Panhandle Slim, and again, Panhandle Slim's kind of on the same line as the Wrangler Retro, in my opinion. But this had the pearl snaps. It's got the same style. It's definitely from the same guy who donated it. That's his style. Or maybe his wife bought it and he didn't wear it. I'm not really sure the story on it, but that's what we went with. So Royal Robbins. Royal Robbins is another kind of like hiking brand. These shirts have like a kind of nice feel to them. I went pretty heavy on this one. I bought 3 in different colors. So the blue, the red, and the green, they're all the same size. Same person donated. Picked them all up. Sticking with Cool, we just have a short sleeve button shirt. Definitely not as valuable as the pants or the shorts, but still really good to pick up. So from that same store, I went ahead and picked up a bunch of Peter Millar. These are Peter Millar golf pants, and these came out on the new rack as well. I got a gray, a black, and a blue one. They're all 36-32. Probably one of the better golf pants to pick up, in my opinion. They do have the Crown Sport line, but that's just like the standard ones. Still going to be really good sales, especially at $5. Slacks are a section a lot of the thrift stores sleep on. So Patagonia, this is just, I don't know, short sleeve button shirt. You can put the organic cotton if it is made of that. Sometimes that helps it move a little faster. Here's Chaps Ralph Lauren. It's a brand I'm really trying to get kind of away from, but if it's geometric print in good condition, this is black with like this goldish kind of geometric print, long sleeve button shirt. Those will sell. Even though Chaps Ralph Lauren is definitely on the low tier of Ralph Lauren, it still does. It does fine when it's something that cool. I got this Territory head. This is just a striped one. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm still pretty bullish when it comes to Territory head. Now this store, I went to Uptown Cheapskate, and I just look through there like probably once a month just to see if I can find like some of the better brands out there, like Jiaropack or G4 or things like that. This one was a Ariat pair of jeans, and it's the M4, but the size was a 40-34. So if you find that 34 inseam, you're gonna be able to sell it faster, I think, than most of the other ones. Now this one was priced at 15 bucks, but I noticed a small stain that was kind of faded, like someone tried to treat it, but it didn't come out. Now when you buy Ariat jeans, stains aren't going to be that big a deal because usually the guy wearing this is, working outside and he doesn't care as much about the stains. He just likes the quality of the jean. If you tell Uptown Cheapskate that there is a stain on the item, they gave me, I think it was 15% off of the price. So definitely do that because they try not to accept items with stains. But if you catch it where they like didn't really take one out, like they put it on the floor, then you can get that discount if you're, nice and cool with the people. Here's one you might not have heard of. This is called Beyond. Beyond is a new brand for me. I could tell that it had this button here, and this button is the same as the Patagonia button, and that kind of was an indicator that they're copying like Patagonia. Now it says Seattle, Washington, so I really don't know where it came from, but yeah, this is a really good brand to pick up. We got some more cool right here. Again, this doesn't have the model on the inside, so that kind of hurts it because that model it just helps you narrow down like the value of it. So if it doesn't have the model, it might be worth taking some time to like figure that out. And then we got Boy Scouts of America. So when it comes to Boy Scouts of America clothing, you want to look on the inside of the logos. If it is stitched and not ironed on, they're going to sell. If they're ironed on, the people that like buy these for their troops or their kids or the scout leaders or whatever, they're not going to want to mess with it if it's ironed on. So this is made in USA. These shirts go for about 25 bucks. Speaking of the Under Armour that I'm trying to get away from, this is one, but it was only $2. It's white, it's gray, it's got this orange striping to it. So if it's got enough things going on for it, and I think it's the cold gear one, it's the cold black. So cold black will be on the sleeve here. So if it has a couple features going for $2, I'm still pretty bullish because I've just sold hundreds of Under Armour shirts, maybe thousands, like through the years. Then we've got Mizzen and Main, tried and true. This is just a plain blue shirt, so not like the best Mizzen and Main, but Mizzen and Main has always done good for me. And last but not least, probably one of the better finds, this is Poncho. Poncho, the snapped ones do really well. This is just the button one, but it's got this side zipper here. If you've never heard of Poncho, definitely look it up because this is going to be one that is going to surprise you. It sounds like a silly name being like, like put on a poncho to go outside in the rain, but the brand is tremendous. Okay, last but not least, I have a bunch of shoes here. So let's go through them real quick. I've got this one, which I showed you guys last time. This is the mountain climbing one, and I totally butchered the name. Someone gave me the correction for it, but honestly, I can't read very well. So this is like Scarpa, but these aren't quite the same. These are more trail shoes and not quite like rock climbing shoes with the toes that have like that little hard shell to grab the rocks and stuff. So not sure, but I just know the brand is good and it should sell for some money. Now next up, this is a shoe I've been selling for many years. This is Brooks Beast. You can tell it's a Brooks Beast because it just looks more aggressive. Usually they're wider toe boxes, and this one, as you can see, has like perfect condition for the actual tread. And what that means is like you can see the grid patterns as long as they're not smooth and worn down. If you can see the like detailing of it, that means it wasn't worn like at all. So tremendous pickup. Even at $15, I should get 50 plus on these shoes right here. And last but not least, the most expensive item I bought on the trip was these Solomons. Now Solomons can be faked. These are the Gore-Tex ones. It has active support. It has a Conta grip. I mean, these are tremendous. Definitely dirty, so I'm gonna have to hit it with the like brush to get these off. Do not put water on these right away. You're gonna want to hit it with a brush because it gets the dirt off a lot faster than creating a bunch of mud. So that is like a little shoe cleaning tip. But paid 20 bucks for these. I'm gonna list them at 100 bucks. They are a big size though, so it may take a while to sell, but I mean, these look tremendous in my opinion. So if you guys enjoyed the items, if you guys found some new brands, like please let me know. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Those are things that helps the channel out and helps push these types of videos out to other people who have never heard of me. And we want, people to kind of learn and maybe they can find some of these items in their local thrift stores. And I'm glad you got to see Randy at work, like helping me in the warehouse. And you can obviously see her back here doing photos because that's like, that's what she does. That's her thing. And it really accelerates the business and it gives me more time to make videos like this for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.